Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fourth edition of Demystifying Emotional Relationships. And today, we are going to be talking on what I titled Wearing Different Caps. Wearing Different Caps. Genesis chapter 2, verse 10 spoke about a river God created, dividing into 4 river heads. Pishon, Gihon, Tigris, and Euphrates. It was a single river that divided into these 4 river heads. And these 4 river heads were serving different aspects of Eden, flowing out of it, and also producing different kinds of valuable products. This is what we would have to emulate if we want a blissful relationship and a happy marriage. The only thing they say that is constant in life is change. We know that infidelity is forbidden, and because infidelity is frowned at and forbidden, we have to look for a way to spice up our relationships and marriages such that one person would be able to produce or give results or add value to the other person in different ways. It will be like one person generating different kinds of results, just like that one river giving out 4 river heads. So you are a man or you are a woman, you are used to living your life as one person, as a single person. If you are actually considering emotional relationship on very serious basis, then you are thinking in terms of eventually having the relationship lead to marriage and you having a family of your own. That means the same you that was once a single, upon getting married, would have to play the role of a wife or a husband while not losing yourself as an individual. That is the minimum it can be in any culture. Even if you don't want children, you will have to wear the cap of an individual, either as a man or a woman. You will have to wear the cap of a spouse. You will also have to wear the cap of an in-law, whoever you married. You have automatically inherited the person's family members as your in-law. And if you are a good believer, you will also have to maintain your relationship with God as a son or a daughter of God. Already, you are wearing about 4 caps. Let's now add your career to it. You are wearing the cap of a gainfully employed person. If you like children, you will eventually have to wear the cap of a parent. That is having to learn how to juggle different things at the same time. And this will work when we already start preparing our mind before we get to that point, that we need to learn a bit of everything. Oh, I'm a single lady or I'm a single man. What do I need to know to make a good husband? What do I need to know to make a good wife? What do I need to know to make a good father? What do I need to know to make a good mother? What do I need to know to make a good son or daughter-in-law? How do I juggle career with marriage and family? All those things we need to know. Not only do we need to know all these things, we also need to know when to put on which cap. It is not only important for you to know how to play the role of a wife or a husband, you need to know when to play the role of a wife or a husband. At your place of work, the cap you need to put on is that of an efficient, gainfully employed staff. You should not be playing husband or wife in the office. It is trying to play emotional roles in the office that leads to office affairs. Then when you get to the house, at the entrance of your house, you drop the cap of the gainfully employed person and you put on the cap of either the husband or the wife. When you are relating to your children, you remove the cap of the husband or wife and put on the cap of the parent. And when it comes to your own life, because in the process of trying to help every other person find value from you, you should not neglect yourself. So in the process of you trying to add value to your own self too and not leave yourself behind, you need to put on the cap of an individual, where you think about what is good for you, what is good for your health, the goals and the dreams you need to personally accomplish in order to find fulfillment. So you need to learn all this, and you need to know how and when to use what. Many people that have challenges in their relationship or marriage have these challenges because they are too rigid. Anyone that would do well in relationship and marriage would have to understand that flexibility is required in relationship and marriage. You need to be able to be flexible, to embrace change as the case might be. And you need to relate to each person based on what they need when they need it. So there is a time to serve yourself or to self-nurture and self-nourish. There is a time to serve your spouse. There is a time to serve your children. There is a time to serve your organization as a gainfully employed person. There is a time to fellowship with God, your maker. And there is a time to give back to your extended family and to the society. Learn to understand the balance. Learn to juggle this thing appropriately. And there are instances where the responsibilities clash. There are instances where different people or different caps will be pulling at you at the same time. And you might be wondering, when this happens, what do I do? When this happens, learn to prioritize. Which one is the most important at the moment? Attend to that and go to the next important and go to the next important until you resolve everything. However, learn to be creative. Learn to be innovative. Learn to diversify. Like the wise saying goes, the beauty of life is in creativity. The beauty of life is in innovation. Learn to be creative. Learn to innovate. It helps to spice the marriage. It helps to spice the relationship. For instance, can you imagine that in marriage, for fidelity to happen, you have to be sexually committed to just one person? How do you think that would work well if creativity is not involved? For you to be sexually committed to one person and the person will not be bored of you and you will not be bored of that same person, that means creativity has to come to play in how you emotionally relate to yourself where it comes to intimacy. When it comes to food too, creativity has to come to play so that the person in the family would be looking forward to what is offered, whether it is the male offering it or the female offering it, depending on what works for each family. But most importantly, we have to subscribe to diversity. We have to subscribe to creativity. We have to subscribe to innovation. And that means we should be ever learning. If you would remain ever relevant, if you will remain ever innovative and creative in relationship and in marriage, you have to be ever learning. You have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to improve. You have to be willing to evolve. And you also have to be willing to add value to the other people. When you want to make them happy, you want to add value to them, then you are encouraged to do things that make them happy. You are encouraged to consider them in how you present things and in how you go about things. And when it comes to you two, don't leave yourself behind. You are a significant member of that family. As you are serving them, being creative and diversifying for them, serve yourself too. And you might be wondering, how do I go about diversifying? How do I go about being innovative and creative? Look, it's easy. As a spiritual person, you have God and the Holy Spirit to depend on, to inspire you. God gives inspiration to his people. And via the inspiration of God, they get to do common things in extraordinary ways. Also, there's nothing you want to achieve in life that somebody has not done it. There are people to learn from. Even if you cannot see them one-on-one, you can check them out and have a peep into how they think through the social media, through the books they've written, through the teachings or counseling sessions or symposiums that they've granted. Listen to them and pick from it. And this is not limited to a particular gender. Sometimes when we talk about diversification, innovation to make things work, men can be thinking, no, that is for women. It is women that should learn to adapt, to adjust. And women too might be thinking, no, it belongs to men to get that done. No. When it comes to evolving, when it comes to diversifying, when it comes to adjusting, it is the mutual responsibility of both partners or spouses. We come together to ensure that spice, life, fun is regularly added to this relationship. So it's a joint effort as the woman is trying to improve upon herself and to be creative and innovative and diversify to make things more fun. The man too should look for ways to add value into the relationship and marriage to make it daily memorable, to make it daily blissful, to make it daily fun. It's a joint responsibility. Till see you next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.